and Abdulaziz remind me, Abdulaziz Alahmadi, Faisal Alzahrani. Apologies for that. To join us on stage to give us a bit of details in terms of the services that they provide as part of CAUS. With that being said, handing it over to Abdulaziz.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, everyone. Today, let me first introduce myself. My name is Abdulaziz Al-Ahmadi. I work as the head of product development and SME business in SAB. I have an experience over 12 years working with an SMEs alongside with my study in engineering, industrial engineering and mechanical engineering, and also minor in business administration. And I'm currently doing my master's degree in MBA. So to start with, let's first see the importance of SME, especially here in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and at this time with the vision of 2030. The SME and the startups today in Saudi Arabia are one of the most important segments. Why? Because it's the most important element in supporting the economy of the country. Today, we have a lot of good examples, especially in SAB, that they started with us as a startup, and then micro, small, and also medium, until they become a large corporate that provide jobs, provide awareness, provide goods that comes out of Saudi Arabia. On my part today, I'll give you a little overview for our products, our services, and what SAB can do until today for SMEs. Let's start with the first thing that, okay. First of all, in SAB, we have specifically an SME Academy, SAB SME Academy, where we provide many webinars that talks about different topics that's specifically for SMEs and with different partners. For example, we have a lot of partnership with the government entities that support each sectors. For example, today in Saudi Arabia, we have NDF. Under NDF, we have a lot of development funds. Each fund support their sectors. For example, we have the environment fund that support the companies who works on environment and also the companies that comply with the environment satisfactions. And also we have Exim Bank, for example. Exim Bank is the bank that works for the exporting and exporting. So we have successfully finalized 12 webinars along the past year with different kind of sectors. So if your sector in an SME that works in the environment, if your sector works in the industry, we have also partnership with the SIDF, Saudi Industrial Development Fund. Each funds of those that support their specific sectors, we see it as an interesting. Why? Because in SAB, we focus on the SME's needs. Today, if your SME works in, let's say, manufacturing, we work with also the government to see what support the government give, what's the regulation the government give in the specific sectors. And with SAB SME Academy, we successfully finalized 12 webinars in this specific, and we have seen a lot of successful stories from SAB that they become from micro to small, medium, and then large. In 2023, as part of SAB's commitment supporting Vision 2030, the bank delivered its first in a series free to joint seminars for MSMEs to help educate them on the different facts of developing and growing MSME enterprise in KSA. And today, everyone can attend SAB SME Academy. Not only if you are SAB clients, you can easily go to our website and go to see where's the calendar. For example, this month we're talking about people who works in the industrial. You'll see it there. And if you have any questions, you can always approach to SAB via email saying that I work in this specific sectors. I want to understand, for example, what's the most challenges? How can you guys help? What kind of services that can help my challenge today? And there are some experts who work in these specific areas, relationship managers, product managers that can help you to guide your business and to grow in your specific sector. Today, if you are an SME and you are coming, for example, to SAB, first thing that you would like to do is to open an account, a business account. Opening an account with SAB SME not only give you just only for financing, but also there are some good services comes out with opening an account and having a relationship with your bank. If you ask my advice today, I would say, first thing that an SME should do today to go and then an open account, start a relationship with your bank from the start until you grow and grow from small, medium, and then large corporate. Why? Because when you start a relationship today with your bank, you give the bank the trust. And you also have a trust. It's both ways where you can both work together and also have a relationship that understand your business from day one. And then can guide you where to go and how to grow your business. Other benefits comes after opening the account. You have a free business account. You have a free online access to your account. You have flexible money management, dedicated support services along the way. You can chat, you can email, and at any time, whatever your inquiry is, people are there, they'll answer you. And also competitive loan rates. See, today, when you started at a small, let's say, business or medium business, building a relationship is very important. Even when it comes to the rates, even when it comes to the risk, even when it comes to understand your banking and how the bank works and where the bank can give you benefits or how to benefit your business. We see a lot of examples today. People have an account with banks for an SME, but they don't use it very well to benefit out of all the benefits that they can get. You always have a lot of benefits to have. So now I'll give you an overview about our existing products and services. For SME products, we strive to empower the enterprises to achieve their target by providing our solutions that enable them to increase their income appropriate to their financial situation. I always say that we don't give financing just for the sake of the financing. What we give is the solutions for your challenges. So today, based on that, we have created 4 products to fit the client's needs. And not only those 4 products. In SAB, we have a dedicated team, product team, that understand the market, understand collecting the challenges that we hear from the clients. They do a lot of market analysis. To create a product that fits the SME needs, that's what you want to do. When you're an SME, having a good bank or having a bank that understands your need is one of the important things to grow your business. I'll give you some example of the existing product that we have, and we are working also in more than this products at the moment. So we're planning for next year to have even not only 4 products, but maybe 7 or 8 products. And how we come up with those new products is by understanding the SMEs' challenges and to understand where we can add value to SMEs. The first one is point of sale financing. We have also working capital financing. We have payroll financing and CapEx financing. Furthermore, we provide Kafala program, which is a collateral to an SMEs. One of the most challenges today in SMEs that they don't have collateral. In SAB, we understand this. We solved it. Not only with Kafala, we have Kafala who give guarantees. We have SIDF today, Saudi Industrial Fund, who also give guarantees and for the industrial sectors. We have Exim Bank, who give also guarantees for people who work in exporting. And also we are, at the moment, we are working with a lot of different funds, such as Environment Fund, Culture Development Fund. All of these funds, they're willing to give guarantees. And when you solve the collateral problem for SMEs, you solve half of their problem. So today, SAB aware of this, and we're working on it. We have Kafala running very well, and we are one of the top 5 with the Kafala program. And with also the other funds, we are the first banks to start signing with those funds to give guarantees to the SMEs. So guys, if you like to ask me anything during this, you can always just, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure. There's one slide specifically for it. I'll come to it. Go ahead, please. Yeah. See, having a collateral, as I said, is challenging. It's for all of our products. Kafala program is directly there. So for example, if you come today and apply for point of sales, we guide the clients how to use the Kafala program guarantee. And we have also recently integrated with their system where you get the financing and the guarantee much easier and faster than before. Yeah, please, someone from there. It is digitally. It's take 1 day to fill your application, and then you go to the branch to finalize the paperwork. You don't have to, but now it's fully digital to open the account online. But then if you need to get your to speak with the representative or something, you can go to the branch, but you can totally open it digitally. Yeah, for foreigner as well. But also you can, there is, it's coming up for foreign, which is with the coming months, it will be for foreign and also for Saudis. Yeah.
One comment here. Opening accounts is very essential process for the SMEs. Building a tracking record for the bank is very essential and important. Opening accounts is free. Only you have commercial registration and a national address. So if you have this document, you can go online, open it. It wouldn't take more than 15 minutes. But this is very essential for the investor angel, for the banks, and for the VC as well. So just keep this in your mind.
Thank you. Thank you, Faisal. Faisal, he's my colleague. He works in the coverage team. So yeah, so we are actually very happy and very honored that we are one of the best in the opening account process. We have won an award for it because it's automated fully percent from A to Z. Yeah, please.
With another bank with another POS terminals, you will still extend them line of credit.
Even if you're not with the SAB, but when you started having the financing, it will be locked with us, but it's okay. Because in SAB, we don't rely on your transaction with the post transaction to give you financing. We rely on other criteria and other parameters for point of sale financing. However, after you have the point of sale financing, you will have a lot of visibility with our solutions and digital solutions. Okay, so we will start with point of sale financing, finance short-term and long-term financing needs. Our point of sale financing product provides micro, small, and medium-sized businesses with short to medium-term financing options in return for cash flow for point of sale system. Benefits, it's up to 18.75 million Saudi Riyal in financing, and it is up to 60 months repayment period. The ability to request additional financing after settlement portion of the financing, it could be, and also monthly installments. Having a point of sale financing, one of the very good solutions that we provide, because after that, we also have in your business account, an iCorp, you can have a full visibility on your point of sale settlement terminals, all of that. And on the second product today, we have the working capital financing to finance short-term working capital needs, purpose-based only. Our working capital provides short-term financing options and supporting businesses in obtaining additional funds to help cover everyday costs and business requirements. The benefits of working capital financing today is up to 66 million Riyal in financing, revolving credit limitations, monthly or quarterly installments. Yeah, please. Oh, the rate. The rate, I'll leave it to Faisal. He's from the coverage team. He will give you a good explanation about the rates. But for today, our rates are competitive to the markets, plus the service that you get, the expert relationship that you will be relationship manager that you'll be working with, and also the collateral solutions that we provide. Without collaterals, no. Not at the moment. We are working on it, but at the moment, only with collateral. That's why SAB already know the challenge and solved it with the guarantee partnership we have. Not only kafala. Kafala, for example, for working capital, we have an SIDF and kafala, 2 options. So if you didn't pass for kafala, you can have the collateral through SIDF. And we have a dedicated team that work on guarantee execution from day 1. With any government entities, kafala, SIDF, and whatever coming in the way. Okay. It is very important when we see different products here that to understand and know that today the relationship manager have to guide the SME to the solution. Because we see a lot of SMEs today, they're short of cash. They just want to cash. They don't look at the product. If it's for your needs, for your solution for your problem or no. They're very hurry. They want the cash. They want to grow their business very quick. But this is a problem. And this is why we know and we tell our relationship managers and frontliner to guide the on this. Because today, if you have a point of sale financing for CapEx purposes or for working capital purposes, you need to build the relationship with your bank. This is what I really would like all of SMEs to do, to start building the relationship on this matter. You have the point of sales. What other services that you can give? You have visibility, so your bank can know. You can know as well. Both parties can understand each other, and we can do refinancing and see what other needs that you need. For working capital should be provided to people who need working capital. You can't just get working capital because it's the terms are easier and it's faster or something. Because what you're trying to do here in SAB is to unify the parameters between the whole product to be the same and to guide the SME on which product to use best. Because it's different and also the revolving differences on the tenor. Each product is organized and built in a way to solve the specific problem. Yeah, please. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Of course. The first thing that I believe that we are the best in the market in is not only because I work in SAB. Believe me, I introduced myself in the beginning, but I didn't tell you guys that I started in a Rajhi bank. I went to Riyadh Bank. I worked in a government bank, and I also now on SAB. So I have a lot of experience in the SME areas from different. Why is SAB? Today, even if you take the working capital from our, you have an educated relationship manager that will be with you since the beginning of the business until you grow. And also, if, for example, last year we conducted an event with Kafala. What we did is we sent a message to our clients saying that we will be having an event and there will be marketing explore everywhere. So if you would like to come and show your goods and show your services, come, we will help you to grow. And we did it. It's everywhere in the media. We have, I don't know if you guys have heard of Magluba. Magluba is a well-known restaurant. Yeah, he's one of our clients. We invited them there. We did the marketing campaign for them. We helped them to grow. And now they are, mashallah, a very big, well-known company in Saudi Arabia. So that's answering your question, how SAB can add value. plus the digital solutions that we give for our clients. And also we have the payroll financing. Payroll financing is to finance clients' monthly payroll. Disbursement is limited to single month payroll as per GOSI records only through the corporate channels that we have. Our payroll financing product offers short-term finance options and aims to provide business with financing so they can pay their employee salaries. Here it comes when I just said that today you need to understand your need. You need to understand your need and to guide it in the right way. If you need cash to pay your salaries, you don't want to go and have a working capital only, or working capital could be a solution for payroll, but when you go to and apply for the payroll specific product financing, the product was built in a way that could help the monthly payments. We also have in consideration, for example, if it's 1 month that you need to pay, 2 months or 3 months, and the tenor also have a place there where it could be flexible for the client to pay it in a very simple and smooth way. The benefits of the payroll financing is financing up to 6 million riyals, a tenor, as I was just mentioning, up to 6 months quarterly repayments, and revolving and non-revolving limits as well. Any question about payroll? We also have CapEx financing, is to finance medium to long term expansion or CapEx requirements. Our capital expenditure CapEx financing program offers options for medium term financing and intend to provide facilities with financing to develop and upgrade fixed assets such as equipment and machinery. The benefits of CapEx, we have financing up to 6 million riyal. Repayments are made monthly, quarterly, in equal installments, minimum 2 years and up to 5 years, 60 months financing period or tenor. Additional financing requests subject to commitment of meeting existing obligations on time with no defaults. Actually, CapEx is one of the very successful program we have today, where it gives the SMEs flexibility in payment, and the amount that we can go with is a very good amount comparing to our competitors. The thing is, today I would like to mention that I'm not here to market our products. I'm just here to give awareness how to use those products. I'm afraid to go to that area without me knowing this. No, I'm just giving you an awareness of how in any bank today, SMEs can always choose the bank that have a well-structured product financing, well-structured banking services that you need, that solve your challenges, your routine work, how to grow your business. You want to have a financing today, and you don't want to forget about it. Why this financing comes? The first question that the relationship manager asks the client, why you need it? How can we solve it? And then how are you going to pay it back? How can we help you to grow your business? What do you need? Do you need our help in your campaigns? Do you need our help in the feasibility studies? And more of that, Faisal will explain it more. Of course, in addition of our previous financing products, we also provide cards to our clients. The main purpose of providing this type of product is to help manage business expenses more efficiently, keep their cash flow in focus, and maximize their purchasing power, such as the business credit card we have today. We actually very happy to say that we have a partnership with American Express and MasterCard specifically for SMEs. Why I'm saying this? Because today having a credit card has a lot of benefits that you can use. When we start working with American Express and MasterCard, we were very concerned about having a specific offer that help SMEs. For example, let's say SMEs, today when you are a retail and you have a credit card, all the benefits that you have, like entering lounges or let's say discounts, are specifically for your retail needs. We built this with MasterCard and American Express, and we are with them every quarter to see how to enhance those to make it well organized to SMEs. We have done it today. You have a specific offer for SMEs whenever you need, for example, logistics matter, that's for SMEs. Our credit cards has specific offer and a lot of other offers that you can always come online and ask your relationship manager if you are a SAB client, and they can always give you details about it. But it's well structured and focusing on SME businesses. Yeah. Yes, but small, the majority they are defined by. Yes, and we see this challenge. A lot of startup and SMEs, they're looking for bank who give credit cards. We were one of the first banks. Actually, maybe we are the first bank to provide credit cards to SME clients. It is there, but however, as of today, you can have it with your loan. So, for example, today, if your limit, you requested a capex, and your limit is 100,000, you can get extra 10% to that 100,000 limits on your credit card.
Now, there's our showstopper for us when we gonna to use this debt card against any retailers, immediately will be declined, right? Because it is debt card, not a credit card, right?
Yeah.
So does SAB, for example, offer a credit card for SMEs?
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
This is what I'm telling you.
So we are using for the petty cash, right? For petty cash for everywhere.
Yeah, you can use it for petty cash. You can have supplementary cards for your employees, and you can manage it online. The bank statement will be sending on a monthly basis. You can manage it. Plus, it's an extra limit to your approved limit already. For example, if you have capex with 100, you can get extra 10,000.
The $1 million question, is it free?
There is,
or we shall go with the e-wallet, let's say company like Hala.
actually, if it's, go ahead.
I can guarantee you that the first year will be free. That's very guaranteed.
I think you need to add multiple zeros next to the one so we can use it.
And also, we are the only bank who offer two types of credit card. One is MasterCard, and the other one is Amex. And we are the only bank in the MENA entirely over Amex for SMEs. It's kind of privilege, yani. Let me talk a little bit about this product. The Capex is the most wanted product in the market, especially if you are a startup. If you are a startup, you should look at this specific product. Can anyone tell me why? Any guess? Why this product is suitable for the SMEs? A Capex for startup business. This is one thing. Second thing is the grace period. This is the only product that we offer with grace period. So if it's 5 years of repayment, the first 2 years with no repayment at all. This will give you a comfort zone in order to build your company, in order to manage also your cash flow. This will give you a comfort zone also for the forecasting your business, overcome any challenges in the first 2 years. So again, if you are a startup, look at this product, check what's the pricing. We have also, as Abu Hassan said before, we have already partnership with Cohort. We will offer you, inshallah, the lowest price in the market. No worries, inshallah. Huh?
See now the sales guy.
We will offer you 2 types of pricing. The first one is fixed price. Second one is the flexible rate. It's up to you. You will choose which one you like. But personally, I prefer the fixed price, especially if you are a startup. Which one exactly? The pricing or? Yes, for all products here. Huh? Rate is now.
Client is ready now.
No. Basically, we are depending. Also, we are the only bank who offer for SMEs cyber price. SAIBOR is the fixed rate of the Saudi Central Bank. Then we will provide you with another rate after above this SAIBOR. But this is inshallah lowest price guaranteed from me. The CAPEX one. Well, first you have commercial registration. You have your national address, your ID, and then you should have at least 6 months of bank statement. This is why I said in the first place, you should have a current account. This is your, yep, correct. Either with SAB or with other banks. Yes, it's very basic requirement. Then there are other requirements. I will be sharing inshallah later on in other slides.
I actually have a 3-part question. You said 6 months worth of bank statement. Is it with the same bank or is it with any bank?
Any banks.
Okay, so that's one.
But it will make it much easier for the
If it's
business
for the same bank,
to make the
I
decision.
understand. The second question is, do you actually give out the loan or you actually buy the asset and sublease it?
This will be based on your feasibility study.
Okay,
Either we transfer the fund to the final beneficiary,
okay,
or we're gonna just deposit the fund into your account.
perfect. The third question I have is that you also collateralize that debt, or the asset itself is actually the collateral?
Does that come with a collateral solution?
Yeah, does it come with collaterals or the asset that you buy for CapEx actually becomes the collateral?
Yes. We have 2 different types here, but this will be in our shoulders. First one is to, we will provide you with the collaterals. We have different types of collaterals. We have Kafala program, we have SIDF, we have other funds of semi-governmental like cultural fund. We have the SME bank, we have the social bank. So this will be in our shoulder. The second type of collateral is the based in your assets. So once we buy your assets, we can pledge this asset to our bank statement. So this will be also in our side.
The last question, and not directly related to this, but to all the programs, you guys mentioned SIDF a lot, SME Bank a lot. I'm sure a lot of the startups over here would be more relevant to the NDTP fund, which is the National Technology Development Program. You are also dealing with
Yes.
that. Perfect. Thank you.
Coming to it, but NTDF was one of the funds that we worked with.
Perfect. Thank you.
Basically, you cannot approach SIDF directly, just by the Saudi local banks.
Yeah, go ahead. Thank you, Faisal. See, I see you guys now looking for the business and the sales guy here. Of course, and he said something very important today. With Taqadam partnership, you are eligible for special prices and special services after you finish the program. You can always reach and say that I was participated in Taqadam, where you can have your special prices. So yeah, we talked about the credit card. The MasterCard here, as we mentioned, SAB Business Card offer business tailored financial solutions and full set of services feature to help in managing their expenses efficiently. With SAB Business Card, companies can control their employees' travel, entertainment expenses, and overall company payments need effectively. And as I just mentioned, we didn't just launch the MasterCard for SME and we sit there. It is in a development phase all the time. If every quarter we listen to SME's needs, we develop those credit cards on your needs. As of today, we are planning to have a 360 view over your credit card online. You can see it and access it in any time. We have to understand something here before we go to the next step. An SME business is very critical. They're not large corporate, they're not retailers, they're in the middle, actually. They're starting the journey from just, a regular man who start their business and then they go along the way. Because today in large corporate, they have financials, they are well-known and they have a lot of payments. You don't deal with them the way that you deal with SMEs. And SMEs that you can always guide them. Our relationship managers have a view of the SME's expenses and what they do, and they sit with them. They do a site visit where they can listen to the SME and guide them and give them the good advice that they need, even for credit cards. We don't want to give the SME that load more than that they need, and then they go down. We don't want that. We want to grow with them. We want to have more successful stories. And for your question, when you ask about if it's direct to your account or to the supplier, why this condition here? This condition here is not to tighten up the criteria or the parameter for the SMEs. No, it is there to guide the SME in the right way. If you need this for your supplier, we are trying to avoid the misuse of the money. We don't want to do this. We want, if you are a SAB client, we want to grow you. If you are a micro, we want you to become small. If you're small, we want you to become medium, and until your business is grown. And whenever it's grown, we happy with it. We share this with you. We invite you to our campaigns. We want this successful to continue. This is what SAB unique on. Yeah, please.
Yeah, just a small question. See, majority here is all tech companies, right? So there's a very common feature of tech companies. First of all, they're asset light, number one. And number two, they're not profitable, especially in the early stage when they're at a micro level and then moving on to becoming small, medium, and then large corporations. So unfortunately, we have been dealing with 3 banks. We haven't dealt with SAB. And all these products were offered. And when they look at the financials, the first level decline comes in saying that you're not a profitable company. Obviously, I'm not profitable. If I had been profitable, I wouldn't be coming to you for loans of this level, right? So I think this is one thing. I'm not sure about SAB again, but this is a very common factor. We have worked with 3 local banks. They showed us the same products, including credit cards, and
You're right.
they right outly declined. They said, no, you're not profitable. Sorry, we cannot give it to you. So if and you don't have any collaterals in the form of assets or whatnot. So
I will answer your question. Very good question. See, today, this is why I was focusing on saying that build your relationship with your bank. We cannot, even if we are a big bank, we cannot just go and give away money to startups that we don't see their history or how they worked. We have, though, a lot of programs that ongoing today for startup. And when we started, we know their needs, we know their challenges. One of their challenges, and the important one, that you don't have profit yet. How can I lend you money, and how are you gonna pay me back? I'm not sure. That's why, because Saudi Arabia and Vision 2030, the government are focusing on the SME and on the startup. There are a lot of solutions at the moment that we're working with multiple sectors in the government, that they give guarantees even up to 100% collateral. For example, let's say X fund that in the government, and they want to empower their sectors. They approach us, we approach them to have the solution for the startup. And what's the solution is 100% guarantee. For the technology, we are working today in developing a new program that fit the startup. But let's face it, it's very risky to do that. However, what the bank can offer today is to build the relationship with the bank. Ask your relationship manager, how can I move to the next step where I can borrow the money? And always there is a solution. Today, we fixed this with one of the sector. It's already fixed for the startup. They can come and take up to 5 million, 6 million, even if they're a startup. But it's for specific sector. I cannot announce it now. It's under progress, but it is there. The challenge is there. SAB is aware of it and working on solution for it. Yeah. Please go ahead. Okay. First of all, whenever you start opening the account with SAB, if you have historic data with another bank, you can provide it to your relationship manager and see what you're eligible for, and then you can start from there. I'm going after after those products, we'll see what's the services that you can use in the beginning that help this relationship. Also for the American Express, as I said, it designed exclusively for SAB clients. SAB American Express corporate payment solutions include a range of Sharia compliant payment products to streamline expense management with greater control and visibility. SAB American, we have three kinds: SAB American Express corporate card, SAB American Express corporate travel account, SAB American Express V-payment. Here to answer your question about building the relationship, here are some of the services that you can start using it, where you can not only build a relationship, but also benefit out of these solutions. We have our iCorp, which is one of the best iCorp in the Middle East and maybe in the world as well. We know, all of us know, that whenever SAB comes to your mind, it is a corporate banking. And the banks in Saudi Arabia and everywhere, it's two kind of banks, either corporate or retail bank, where they focus more. And when I say corporate bank, the infrastructure today built for corporate. So all of the solutions fit with a great quality to your business. First of all is the iCorp. All businesses are expanding wide digitally. This is why we have iCorp digital business banking platform, best suited for niche segment, comparison of SMEs, local corporates, and public sectors. iCorp offers an advanced and rich digital experience for commercial longevity and success across all business segments. Simplicity in use. iCorp feature can easy to use service in the ways that work best for the client. Privacy and security built in as well. Multi-level security feature ensure confidentiality of the client's personal and financial informations. Anytime seamless access. You have convenient access anytime, no matter where the clients are. Even in other countries, you can always use it. All-in-one access. Client can access their business account via one consolidate platform. Facilitate all priority transfer initiation with ease. Audit and authorize all payment, including payroll, with peace of mind. Pay bills and government dues in convenience of single bulk mode. Alert and notification so that the client doesn't miss anything important to their business. Yes, please. Yeah. Yes, you can use MasterCard. You can have both. If you today, and this is where when I come to advise the clients, I don't meet clients usually. I work in the back office in the product development, but what I advise to our relationship manager, that tell the client they can use both, because if you have a limit of 100,000, you can divide it 50 here and 50 there, and you can use both benefits from MasterCard and American Express. Yeah. Yeah, but also MasterCard have solutions for that as well. You can always look at both and see where it fits you. And you can also consult your relationship manager on it. Say, you come to your relationship manager and say, all of my activity and this and that, and we travel, then they can provide you with the right suitable solution. Not only relationship manager, however, our relationship manager are more experts, but you can always call our contact center, which is specifically for SMEs, and raise your question. And if it was something that you need to be moved to your relationship manager, they will advise you there. Yeah. The relationship manager is the account manager. But also for the iCorp, it's not only that. And SAB, we're always making sure that we do the right integration where it's needed to ease and facilitate the client's transactions and process that the client uses in the iCorp. Also, we have the point of sale. Point of sale as service, of course. It is imperative to align with the business needs and offer evolving alternate payment solutions which are faster, secure, flexible, and convenient to the customers. SAB has partnered with the best-in-class service provider to offer digital payment on point-of-sales devices in the market as per business requirement. One of the very important things to build the relationship with your bank is the point of sales. Point of sales give visibility for both the clients and the bank on your activity, on your challenge and your weakness, and on your strength as well. We have smart 4G POS terminals, integrated ECR solution with POS and unattended terminals, dynamic transaction reporting and B2B integrations, omni-channels payment acceptance solution, fast and easy deployment with best-in-class transaction approval rates, acceptance of MADA, Visa, MasterCard, and Amex, all POS features available such as refund, reversal, etc. Accept all modes of payment, Apple Pay, contactless, MADA Pay, no monthly charges, next day settlement, daily merchant statement for reconciliation, dedicated contact center, IVR. This is very important to understand whenever you go to any bank as an SMEs to see what your point of sale can do and how can you improve your relationship with your bank through your point of sale service. And as of today, you see, if I ask all of you who hold cash, I'm sure in Saudi Arabia, we don't hold a lot of cash. MADA Pay everywhere. Yes, Apple Pay is everywhere. Nobody hold cash. I forgot how to Riyal look like. Or with the watch, yes. Also, we have the payroll as a service today. One of the well-structured payroll. Again, I'm marketing for SAB. I don't want to do this. This is not the scope, but it comes out. It comes out without saying, because it's the best in the market. But because as I just mentioned, it's very important to understand at least your bank, if it's a corporate or retail bank, the infrastructure is matter. Your transactions, you might have technical issues sometimes where you want to avoid this by having a well-structured bank for corporate needs. So payroll is one of the service. Payroll services through SAB Voltage is a cost-effective and perfect solution to organizing and managing payroll requirements with ease of SME clients. It is simplified service that help clients deal with complexities of paying their staff. In addition, it is compliant with the WAGAS protection system, WPS requirements mandated by the Ministry of Labor and in consistency with the SAMA payment services rules. Not only that, but today we're working on an integration solution with a government entity to help manage your payroll services, your payroll confirmation of payments, all of these confirmations. We also have the letter of guarantee. Cash-backed guarantee is a written undertaking issued by the bank against 100% cash margin or collateral amount deposited by clients. And as in the case of all guarantees, it is payable at the first call or demand received from the beneficiary during the guarantee validity period. Cashback guarantee is offered to SMEs with maximum turnaround time of 2 hours of issuance of the guarantee from receipt of the guarantee application and without visiting the branch. And also, Faisal, if I'm not mistaken, it's free from the ICOP. It's totally free from ICOP. This is one of the services that you get when you have an ICOP service. You can easily 2 hours taking to get your letter of guarantee. And not only for SAB, this is important, but I believe in SMEs, using the letter of guarantee is very important, and you will need to use it on a periodic time. Yeah. But there is no money in the account, you mean, to cover Faisal? He's the guy for the money and the fees.
Is this project awarded by a government or? Eh,
there's certain payment terms, but the down payment is required a bank guarantee for it. So would there be any cash help?
Yes. For providing finance for constructions, we have different approach. First thing you should have at least you have been completed one previous project, which we call the entire backlog. So if you want to apply for a semi-government project, try first complete one project, even it's in small size, like 10,000 riyal or even 50,000 riyal, in order to create a backlog for a bank or history or track record. This will help you for your second project. So at least you have completed one project, then apply for a bank for the second one, even it's like 1 million or 2 million. This will prove you that you have the good structure of management, finance, and the technical expertise to complete at least one project. So what we can offer here, we will give you basically all types of performance of bonds. That's bid bond, performance bond, and advances like advance bond. Along with this, we can provide you also with a funded limit. So for example, if you're awarded projects amounting, for example, 10 million riyals, as per government regulation, you should have at least 5% as a performance bond, which is equal 500,000 riyal. This project requires a huge amount of LC or specific orders or construction in the road. This is also different things. If it's like a big amount of LC, so then you should have at least a projection of cash flow. We will cover almost 70% of your cost of goods sold. And then you have to cover the 30% remaining. If it's like project like maintenance project or operational or in the roads, we will give you of that project 20% as mobilization limit funded. It will be go directly to your account, and then you can decide either to use it in raw materials, payroll, or other things. Yeah.
Thank you, Faisal. Okay, if we move on into the e-commerce payment gateway, now I can't not market to this. We are the best in the, the Middle East for the payment gateway in SAB. So I believe this is interest to you, people who work in the technology businesses. Our payment gateway infrastructure is world known with HSBC. We have the same technology today. To empower the client's business with a payment gateway service offered by SAB to go online and make payments simpler with a seamless customer experience. Payment gateway service offer the e-commerce's customers a secure and efficient way to make real-time purchase through the merchant website and mobile app. At the moment, we are working and exploring, researching, and transfer this on a financing solution with your e-commerce cash flow and settlements. There might be a solution in the future for this specific sector. We are working with our partners, which I will be presenting in a minute, to have a solution that's suitable for e-commerce user as we see today in 2024. A lot of stores using the e-commerce and the payment gateway crazily. Also, we have the salary card helps the enterprise to open an account to their employees easily and to be managed by the owner.
Important products. The payment gateway. This product was recently approved by the bank almost 6 months ago. If you start thinking to open your online stores and you start selling some products, if you have at least 100,000 riyal of sales, you can apply for 2 million riyals of SME finance. So think about this again. This is one solution. You can take it seriously. Very easy. Just open your account, start selling some product, minimum 100,000 riyal in 6 months. Then basically you can apply for a finance for 60 months, 2 years of grace period with maximum of cap of 2 million riyals. For what do you mean for books? As a finance, yes, as a pure finance. You can sell a lot of product or services through online. It's much easier, but should be only via SAB, only SAB gateway. And we are partnership here with Amazon, for the payment gateway, with Amazon, with other services. We have B2B, we have B2C, we have B2G, but in large corporate. No, usually in SME we have fixed price for the transactions. We cannot provide you with more competitive rates until you reach at least the medium size. Yes, it's available. No, we only provide this on the SAB Corp. But for this one, this is required. This is set a fees of 50,000 riyal, by the way. But mostly is used by the large corporate.
Through an API integration, there is that, if that's what you mean.
Are you competing in the base that's in the market, or are we using your own product? Basically, as I mentioned before, we are partnership with the Amazon payment gateway. So basically, the final user will route it to the Amazon payment gateway. That's our for what? Transaction fees are fixed for SMEs. It's almost, if you are new to the bank, 2.25%, something like this. Yes.
It's an awareness.
Yes.
You,
In the point of sales or payment gateway? Which type of? It's almost 2%. Yes.
Okay. For our partners, which is very important to mention for the collaboration as a committed team focused on SMEs, we have formed key partnership that strengthen our support for these businesses. These collaborations enable us to provide great value to our clients and fostering growth with the community. This is what I was mentioning in the beginning, how it's important to know that if your bank are working with your specific sector that you're working in, because if it is, and you can always find it in the public website with any bank, you can go and see their partners. If their partners as for example, let's say SIDF, and you work in this, is there, then use this bank, because this bank has a good data, has good marketing campaigns. They can guide you on what to do and how to grow your business in this specific. As of today, our partners are Kafala Program, Saudi Industrial Development Fund to give collateral, Saudi Export-Import Bank, Exim Bank, also for guarantees, Munshaat for a variety of things we have with them. Some of it are the awareness sessions that we give, also the events that coming. For example, there is a massive event for SME and startup coming on 5th of November. It will be in Riyadh. It's called BBAN. I advise all of the SMEs and the startup to go there. Why? Because it has a lot of lectures that could help. There are workshops. There are very good deals and offers comes on that event. Also, you can meet a lot of SMEs that share the same, for example, the same challenges, the same solutions, where you can might partner up with any other SMEs who work with the same field that you work in. It gives a lot of visibility, and it comes once a year in November. We also have Culture Development Fund is under working now with them. We are in the final stages to give guarantees as well. And also we have Environmental Fund. We have SME Bank also for guarantees, and also National Technology Development Program, NTDB. We are very honored and happy with our current partnerships, and it's not limited. We are working every day with a lot of government entities to cover all the fields and all the sectors that SMEs need. Today, you can find the bank that give you financing within 2 days and easily, but they don't care because they give you the finance for the sake of financing, not for the sake for growing your business. And this is very important to understand. You don't want to go in debt when you're just starting your business. You want to have a right investment. Think of it as a solution for your problems. Think of it as an investment. The bank is investing on you. They want to see you growing. And then choose your right bank. SAB. Okay. Did they say something? Okay. About the awards, I really would like to share this with you to show our quality of work, to show our commitment to the SMEs, and how the ecosystem, the SME ecosystem is very important for us. Our SME team is dedicated to delivering top financial solutions, earning us several prestigious awards. These achievements reflect our commitment to excellence and our role as a trusted partner in supporting business growth. We're very happy and honored for this. Our award is Best SME Bank in KSA 2024 by the Digital Banker. Best SME Financer in KSA 2024 by Global SME Finance Forum. Innovative Product by Kafala Program. And for the Innovative Product by Kafala Program, we received this as the first kind award that comes to SAB because of our dedicated work on learning about the SME field and the SME sectors and their specific need, their specific challenges, because this is what we do. And then we have take all, for example, people who work in food and beverage, and we do our analysis, check their challenges, create products to them, and give them solutions, not financing only. Best SME Bank in Case A 2025 by Global Finance for the second time, and also Best SME Bank in Case A awarded 2023 by Euromoney. Okay, this is for me for the product time. If you have any question related to product, please go ahead. They are working on it at the moment, but not yet for SMEs. Actually, it's not my area for now, but I'll give you after this the website and my card to check later and send you the link for it. And open banking. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Abdulaziz. Hello, everyone. I am Faisal Alzahrani. I'm the regional manager of Western and Southern area in SME SAB. Basically, if you want to finance, I'm the right guy to be approached. Basically, in SME, we have 2 SME centers, one in Jeddah, in our regional office. Second one will be in Medina. And inshallah, we are planning to open our 3rd SME center in the southern area. If you want to finance, you don't need to approach any retailer. Just approach these centers and they will provide you with the full service and anything you need. We have almost 15 relationship manager who can support and advise you on your requests and services. We could also approach by the online or email or by our websites. Inshallah, we will give you all the products and services you would like. Okay, everyone know SME stand for small and medium enterprise, but what's the official definition of SME in Saudi here? Can anyone tell? Yes. If you have a company, when will be considered as an SME? Correct. This is one type of SME. Second one, it's by employees. Correct. So we have the micro companies, which is considered from 1 to 5. And in a micro segment, you are able to have a finance up to 6 million riyals. Then we have the small companies, their revenue between 3 up to 40 million riyals. And then finally, we have the medium-sized company, which is between 40 up to 200 million riyals. Most of these startups are on the micro side, especially if you are a startup business. Yes, please. Yes, only in Saudi. Yes. Basically, we check your bank statement or your audit financial in order to classify you as an SME. As you know, also, the SME is the backbone of any economy. If you are looking of you creating jobs or blocking the monopoly or even يعني, to create more local content in the kingdom. This is a snapshot of the SME growth in the kingdom now. We have almost 1.3 million classified as an SME. Only 10,000 company will be considered as large corporate and commercial. So almost 99% of the companies in the Saudi are considered as an SMEs. 18,000 considered as a medium, 150,000 as small, 1.1 million as a micro company. Here are the list of the SME distribution. Mostly the Riyadh region is held by the almost half or 45% of the SME. So if you want to start your SME, maybe you consider Riyadh as your first hub. Then we have Mecca, Eastern Province, and the other regions. Here in the other regions, we, the bank and the government, we will offer you more competitive pricing. Also, we will lower our requirement in terms of finance. That's also include the other governmental fund. They will give you instant approval for finance. We will also lower the requirement for area like Najran or Tabuk or الحدود الشمالية or Asir. This is important for us in order to expand the business and the GDP in this remote area. So this is, you may think about it, not always should be in Riyadh or Mecca, maybe in Asir or Najran or in other remote area. Basically, the funding. You have to identify your basic need of finance. You have first to build your business plan. That include your future forecasting, expenses, and the sales. Also, you have to develop a cash flow statement that mature with each loan disbursement. Conduct feasibility study and identify liquidity requirements. It's very essential for the funding for SME. Finally, you can basically apply for a finance and the approval will not take you more than 5 business days. The bankability, it's an important role in the banking for SME. Basically, it's the attractiveness of a project from a lender or investor perspective. We are always try to ensure that our fund could be in retain. We don't want to consider that as a provision or as a loss. So you always make sure that your business plan is very attractive to the lender, either the VC or the investor angels. Basically, we are looking at 3 types of feasibility. We have the technical one, assessing the technical aspect of project, including the engineering design, resources availability, technology requirement, and potential environmental and legal consideration. We always check your legal standing. If you want to start your startup, are you going to open a one-person company, sole establishment, or joint stock? Always my recommendation is to open a simplified joint stock company if you are looking for finance from the bank. Financial feasibility, evaluating the project financial, including revenue forecasting, cost estimate, the capital investment requirement, operating expenses, and the financial indicators like the return on this investment. Finally, the market feasibility. You should always conducting a comprehensive market analysis to understand the target market, including the size, trend, competition, and the potential demand for a project, product, or service. Okay. If you approach a bank, you should have a comprehensive business plan or a feasibility study. Basically, it's about between 40 up to 60 pages. It's around with 17 subjects or 18. This is some example of what we are looking for when you assess and review your application. First of all, you have to provide general information, like all the required documents, such as the CR, the bank statement, and the national address. You should provide the full details of the ownership of this company, all the passport, all the IDs, all the other legal documents. Description of product and service. What's your product? Or what your service you will provide? What's the unique feature of this product? How the customer will benefit from this product or service? This should be addressed clearly in your study. Technological impact. Will product or service will be impacted in a positive or negative way? Will any new trend will affect your products in the near future? This also should be addressed in your study. Service market. What's your market here? What's the size of this market? Who's your competitors? What's the demand in this market? Can you provide a 10-year demand and supply? This question also should be clearly addressed in your proposal. Marketing strategy. Which one you will use? Are you gonna spend some money on this strategy, or just you try your best? Should be specified exactly. Business, activity, and human resources. How many employees you will hire in the next 3 months, 6 months, in 1 year? What's the organizational structure? And what's the requirement for each job requirement? Okay. What's your budget for the hiring? Is there any international hiring you will need? This also should be addressed in your proposal. Business model. What's your pricing strategy here? How are you gonna distribute your product or services? What's the pricing is affiliated with your competitors here or not? These also queries should be addressed in your proposal. General risk factors. Basically, you can here talk about the SWOT analysis. The strengths, weaknesses, and threat opportunities should be stated clearly in your request. Financial expectation. What's your sales forecasting? Your cash flow in the next 3 years? When you're gonna make your first break-even point, is it in 2 years or 1 year? This will be built on your grace period and your finance requirement. So these forecasting and expectation should be addressed very well in your request. Capital requirement and strategy. Are you going only to the bank? Are you going to have angel investors or VC? Or you have other stakeholders who will be involved in the finance process? This is also should be mentioned in the requests. Timeline. When you're going to start your first phase of selling? When you're going to first hiring? Are you going to pay the loan in the right time with no delays? You should state all your timelines in one page from the first to the end. Basically, that's all for our presentation. If you have questions, inquiries, yes, please go ahead. I can't hear you. Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you. So it's a common organizational structure, like among startups, at least to have a Delaware holding company and beneath that. So I'll give you an example, like in the UAE, for example, it's a barrier to entry. If you want to do a lot of things and you have a subsidiary that's owned by the Delaware entity, it makes it very difficult because the KYC is difficult. So you mentioned like having angel investors on board, having VCs and all of that. So what's the KYC process there? And is it going to be a lot more difficult if it's owned by a Delaware company? Is it going to take months to do a certain... So that's my question, really. It would be
Yes.
helpful if you can shed light on that.
I mentioned this here exactly in the legal consideration. This is why I'll always recommend you to open a simplified joint stock company. It will be much easier for the bank, for the KYC, for the processing, the finance request. It will be headache-free almost. If it's a one-person company, that's a different story. Sometimes you cannot even open your current account.
Yeah.
So anyway, if it's a simplified joint company, everything will be simple. Inshallah, we will not face any issues regarding open account, KYC, even for applying for a finance.
It can still be owned by the holding company because
Yes.
that's our... Okay, got it.
Yes,
Okay, that's
that
super
could be,
helpful.
yes.
Thank you.
We only need commercial registration with resident manager here in Saudi. So basically, we're looking for the management of. Opening account and the basic requirement of the legal documents, it's kind of headache. It's different requirement of capital, different requirement of authorized person. It's totally different story. This is this corporate law was released almost 9 months ago, I believe. This is will simplify the entire process for the SMEs. From a legal bank perspective, is kind of different in terms of the authorized person and also in terms of the bankruptcy process. So it's yes. No worries. This is why I always recommend the simplified joint stock. Basically, once we assess your request, we check the entire requirement legal process. We see if there is any, if it's Saudi or non-Saudi, there is always a different approach. Almost the same, but it's different approach. You will be basically signing for a legal documents such as the order note, the promissory note, as a company. Yes. After the default, I believe you cannot. Yeah. issue here, you cannot open another company under your name يعني, for almost 5 or 10 years. I'm not sure about this.
A lot of requirements by the Saudi VCs to have this overseas entity. So, for example, 500 Taqadam, they require you to have the holding company of the investment in. So actually, a lot of the largest Saudi VC structures are with the overseas. That's their requirement, not ours. So just as an FYI, that's something that.
Yes. For the holding companies, I'm going to tell you something here. If the holding company is in UAE, is much easier for us more than Cayman Island. That's one يعني, thing for us. يعني. It's يعني, we have our resources in HSBC in UAE. So if it's in UAE, it's much easier for us. Yes. Never يعني, crossed that name before. Even though I was working for almost 10 years here now, but يعني, I will check. Any questions for the product, services, legal opinion? Some. Okay. Basically, in SAB SME, we have two coverage team. We have the liability or non-borrowing team, and then we have the lending team. Each one is specialized in a different approach, but we are fully responsible for your account. Now, I'm 100% sure that you have now dedicated relationship manager under you for your account. It's already mentioned and stated in your SAB Corp. You will find his name, email, and mobile phone. And also the bank, once you open your bank account, they will give you, send you an email with full details of this relationship manager.
This is the beginning of building the relationship.
From the SAB website, not the app. But when did you open the account? February. Have you received any details for your ARM in your email? You should receive. When did you open your account? Is it online or in the Chaos branch? Al-Khobar branch? Okay. I believe your RM is Nasser Marhoon. Yes. Check, just write Nasser Marhoon in your email, maybe you'll find it. If it's Al-Khobar. Corporate bank. Yes. Yes, it's. Yes, all the fund for SME in Saudi Riyal. However, you can open a different account in different currency. You just can transfer the fund from here to here in simple way. Or even you can state it in your, maybe if you have a LC, either an export LC or import LC, you can state it clearly in your application that you want an USD or Euro or Yuan يعني.
the change of the currency.
Yes. Um, Yes, you can overcome this issue by two things. First, by opening different type of currency accounts, but they will give you also, they will charge you some charge for the transfer fees. The other thing, you can fix your transfer rate of currency. But this is mostly used for large corporates, not SMEs, because it's kind of complexity of requirement, and you should have a full team of finance to sign an agreement with bank treasury. It's complicated and difficult for SME. If it's how much you fees it? 200 riyal, 300 for SME. I believe it's acceptable in this rate. But I'm not recommended for SME because it's time consuming.
It has a lot of operational focus.
Yes.
Saying the Treasury Department and calculating the cost of funds and all of that. Well, that it's not recommended for SMEs. That's and it's also not well organized the infrastructure of the SME businesses.
Because you need a full team of finance, CFO and managing account. It's not worth it صراحة for SME. You should accept it like this.
The quotation because you're bringing goods from the outside or services or what? Service from the outside. Well, we can always recommend a local services provider here in the country, whatever you can give with better prices than out of the country. This is one of the very important thing we want to develop here in Saudi Arabia as a bank or as the Saudis, that the relationship managers should have a visibility to guide the SME on those specific service providers or goods provider. If it's not there, believe me, SAB can always have exceptionals, even if it's for SMEs. What Faisal and I are trying to say is this specific query or questions are coming from large corporate perspective. But when it comes to the SMEs, we always recommend the SMEs to use the local, even if your company is not fully Saudi owned, but use the local suppliers in the market in terms of services and goods. And believe me, in Saudi, you can find everything with the best quality, of course. Now I'm marketing for my country, not for SAB. So any other questions? تفضل. Yes, but it's free today. Free of charge, but you can get good prices for all the other services when you provide that. You are from Taqadam. Before I come here, I discussed this with the head of sales, and he confirmed that Taqadam participants can get special prices. Just mention to your RMs that we are from Taqadam program, and they can give you special prices. Even if it's actually. Now he's going out of the scope. But the thing is, I don't get a special price. I work there. But what I'm saying is, today, if you come from Taqadam or an SME client, startup, we support even with a lot of free services you can get. Today, if you go to any bank, again, I don't want to market for SAB, but it happens. If you go to any banks, they charge you fees for using their iCrop. We don't. And it goes up to 3,000 riyal, 4,000 riyal a year.
For the setup is almost 3,000 riyal, and 500 riyal is the monthly any requirement riyal. The only thing to get away from this for being SAB employee, it's almost free charge of all services.
Any questions? Of course, I can provide you my phone number for sure. Thank you all for having us here today. We are very great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Maria.
Very important, informative session. So keep in mind, they'll be joining us as part of the mentorship clinic later in the afternoon. So if you want to go into deeper conversation with them later on, they'll be available for your support. Yes, you have a final question. Yes. So all slides from the whole week will be shared afterwards. Don't worry about that. Okay. Thank you very much again, gentlemen, for your time here with us today. With that being said, so we have a social media kit ready for you guys as well. We'll be putting it on the board now. It's also found on the screens outside. Engage with us, utilize the post that we created for you guys as well. And with that, is lunch ready, Wajdan? Yes, so lunch is ready. So feel free to grab some lunch, sit here, sit in the other area as well. See you at 1:30. Yes, reminder, we also have a lounge area upstairs, second floor, if you want to utilize that.